guys, and welcome back to this week's budget review. Simply put, what not to do with your budget, and I am your host, Sally the Spender. That's a great way to start, right? But yeah, that's how I'm feeling this week. But yeah, for those of you who are new here, I did pick the Hemlock and Oak 2023 Daily Planner as my budget planner. It's a beauty of a planner and it's just perfect for my planning needs. The 2024 edition did appear, I want to say last week, and I do have a flip through video of that if you are interested in seeing the updates and any changes that they made in the planner layout. So head to my channel and check that video out. If I remember, I'll put a card up there for yins for easy access there. But let's go ahead and see what Sally did this week, right? Okay, so they give you this 2 years overview here. I used this for my projected payoffs, just so that I could get like a little glimmer of hope, the light at the end of the tunnel, as you will, for when I will no longer have to pay these debts off. It gets tiring after a while, guys. It does. So yeah, I put the projected payoff dates. Those are in pink. And as I was paying each of the accounts off, I just highlighted the weeks that I paid them off. And as you can see, like the first chunk of the year, I was doing really, really good. So all is not lost. It seems like once I reached the Discover card, which is a meaty little beast, it got a little tougher. I mean, it is, a large amount compared to like I want to say it was like 500, 600 that these were. So yeah, this one is going to take a little bit longer. I did create I didn't create it, I printed it off. Heidi Nash created this wonderful thing. Don't want to take credit for it. But no, I printed Detris off and just made it for Discover itself, just so that I can fill in the blocks each time I made a payment. And unfortunately, again, guys, I was not able to make a payment this week. You'll get to see why here in a moment. So yeah, no, Hemlock and Oak gives you a year at a glance after the 2 years, which I absolutely love this page. This has become my dashboard, and simply put, I have all the paydays are in green, holidays are in purple, birthdays are blue, insurance things, or not insurance, these are vehicles, they're in orange, insurance funds, so large monies in and out are the yellow and the green. I'm trying to think, large purchases would be the dark blue. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody other than the red. You're seeing a lot of red. Those would be my debts. So if I had a focus card like Walmart, I highlighted it in red, and when I paid it off, it was highlighted on the calendar as well. We could see the same thing for Kohl's, Best Buy, Capital Platinum, City Card. And as we can see, the Discover card has been never ending. But hey, guys, I mean, I got a lot. I'm trying to give myself grace. And the other thing I did notice is as I was chunking off each account, my score was going up, and it seems that my score has not changed since I started paying on the Discover card. So I do find that really weird because I was paying around the same month in total towards my debt for all of these, but for some reason, once I started doing the Discover card, it just went to a standstill. I'm really, really hoping, I would love it. I think it would be really cool if I could get this to a 700 by the end of the year, but I'm just going to take a bet and say the thing's going to be 693 in December. So, phone stop. So, yeah, no, it's always my son. He knows when I'm filming. I swear to God he does. He doesn't even have to be in the house. Um, Let me get all of this down. Okay, so volume is off. Hopefully, no one dies. And so, no, okay, so they give you an important page next, and I just listed all of my balances, the total due. I was doing the snowball method, so they are from the least to the largest, with the exception of Best Buy City and Discover. These were 0% offers, so that's why they're kind of snuggied in there because I was trying to get them paid off before the 0% offer ends. So, as we can see, I'm kind of in a tight bind with Discover right now because it would be nice to get that paid off so I didn't have to pay the interest, but I'm gonna need a Christmas miracle, guys. And I don't see that happening again. So, this is the original Tetris. This is for all of the debt combined. So, again, I am making great progress. It's a lot more than what I actually thought I would have been capable of at the beginning of the year. Apparently, my budget was on roids from January, February, March. I was paying a lot, and it's just slowly trickled, with the exception of August. But yeah, if I could get back to that, that would be great. Cause I was kicking butt, guys. January, February, March was amazing, and then it just seems like once I had to pay my taxes, it just went to crap. So yeah, so we're gonna go into the monthly view here, and what we got. I have no idea what's going on outside, guys. I'm telling you, it's nice and quiet the whole time, and the moment I press record, all mayhem just goes on. So, back to the monthly budget here. I do my projected pay dates for my bills. Those are all in orange, so these are like the mandatory things that I really have no choice. They need paid. The ones in blue, which would be the secondary color for November, these are all the optional ones. So, like, we would have my daily savings, which I do a $5 a day savings goal. So we got 30 days times 5 is 150. I just split it up with the two pays, so that's why we have the 75s. The other one would be the Lowe's tank. Again, the hot water tank went in July, I believe, and I purchased it on a 0% offer. So that one I do want to pay off before it expires. So I've just been doing 32 a week. We're almost done. Almost paid on that one. So I do have like a little tracker here in the back. So we're very, very close to having that thing paid off. I mean, look at that, guys. $922 for a hot water tank. That's ridiculous. Never in my life did I ever think I would pay that much for a hot water tank. So, thank you, inflation prices. Or that thing would have been paid off months ago. Um, what else do I have? Okay, my Discover Extra payments. I was doing 50 every Sunday, and what happened is with the increase of gas and everything, it finally caught up to me, and I had to use my emergency funds. It's not really that I had to use my emergency funds. I'm trying to think of how to word this. I used to use the old original Giant Eagle gas points program, and simply put, I really only had to buy gasoline like once every 3 months. Oh, it was nice, guys. It was beautiful. And yeah, so basically I bought it in January. It would last me until March. I would have to buy it again at the end of March, so we'll say April, and then I was good until June, and then I would have to buy it in July. And so what happened is they switched a program over, and now I have to buy gasoline every month like the rest of the world. And it sucks. So it's 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. And what I think is what happened is if you take 100 times 10, that's 1,000. My rent is 500. And I think it just actually finally caught up with me of the gasoline price, because I normally would have um November and December's rent in my rent funds, but I don't have it. And it's actually kind of scary because I've never been in a situation since I've gotten this whole thing set up. So I did have to pull my rent funds from my daily savings. So again, if you are paying off debt, it's not stupid to put money in savings because the savings will save your butt. I really think that's why it's called savings. At least that's why I call it savings. And yeah, so it did. It hurt knowing that I had to take my daily savings and use it for the rent. But hey guys, I need a place to live. So, yeah. So I'm trying to rebuild those. And to me, like, again, as what we saw, I'm nowhere near paying off the Discover card by the due date. So I would actually rather take that $50, put it back, and try to use less of my daily savings. Um, just to keep my savings up because I do like knowing that I have a certain amount of money in savings just in case something like this happens, you know? So, yeah, we are focusing on the rent savings rather than paying off Discover right now. Discover, you just gonna have to wait, and you took too long, buddy. But I think that pretty much sums up how I use this monthly thing. The other one would be is if I know that I had what I call large purchases from the month before. If I didn't get to pay them off, I put them on here so that it's a friendly reminder of like, hey dude, pay those. Because, you don't want to accumulate more credit card debt if you're trying to pay off credit card debt. So, on to the daily pages now. I would have left in on this Sunday here. This is where it really hit me like, I need to recover those savings funds, okay? And it did. It sucked knowing that I made this much progress trying to pay off Discover on time. But again, I'm going to focus on the rent. I'm going to focus on a place to live rather than trying to pay off a large amount of debt. The debt's been there, guys, and if it's going to be there for another month or two, it's not going to hurt nothing. It's just going to be there. So, again, I am choosing to focus on the house. um, I guess priorities, right? So, yeah, we move on to Monday. And again, like, I'll make a purchase at Michael's. Somehow or another, I end up gaining rewards. I always forget that they exist, and thankfully they send a friendly reminder, so I did use them. I just got some like standby mild liners that I know that are gonna dry up and go here pretty soon, so I pretty much got 5 mild liners for $1.67, so that's not too bad. Of course the Starbucks got me. But hey, I mean, it could have been worse, right? Tuesday, okay, so Monday really was not a good day, alright? I have this crazy landlord that just like appears. It's always in November. He just appears. He'll like, oh God, I don't even know how to describe this. A little tiny man, always has like a plastic face shield on. Brings a ladder, starts rolling around on the roof, rolls around in the leaves outside. He's probably not all there, but I mean, I love him. He's wonderful, but it always appears at this time. And of course, once he starts appearing, you can't get rid of him. And unfortunately, you do have to be a little mean to get him to go back to where he belongs, which is his home. Because he will start coming inside the house when you're not here, okay? So, I'm waiting for it. So, yeah, he started appearing on Monday, which I knew that means I was going to see him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay? Yeah. So, yeah, basically with that, that's additional stress. I have work stress. As you can see, I have money stress. Another thing is I did play the lottery on, I want to say last Wednesday. Fortunately, though, I did recover my funds back, and instead of going, oh, I'm gonna play it again, it's like, no, okay, you paid 20, you somehow manage to win your $20 back. So I just had it set to like go back into my bank account, and apparently it sent it to my PayPal balance instead of my bank account. And yeah, so when you use PayPal to like buy your McDonald's and buy your Starbucks and that, guess where those funds went to? Which, granted, they would have been coming out of my bank account anyways, but to me as a budgeter, it would have been like cleaner if I would have just been able to put like, hey, got my money back, and then used it for the purchases. So I had to try to figure out where half of these are coming from. But yeah, that was the thing there, which I know Starbucks I have listed that it was -15. It was actually like -11 because the PayPal balance covered a part of it. I wasn't going that far, guys. Either which way, my bank balance now is like $3 to the good. I figure to the good is better than under. But yeah. So I mean, I'll deal with that whenever I'm setting my budget book up for next year. Christmas vacation sounds like a good time to figure the pennies out. Okay, so yeah, and then we get to Wednesday. Again, work just sucks, knowing that I gotta deal with this whenever I get home. I'm basically saying, is it Friday yet? And it is a short week at work, but it's just taking forever. And like I said, I know my mood is down because I gotta deal with Joe, because he's already said, like, I'm gonna be there on Friday, and it's like, great. Here goes 6 hours of my life. And other than that, I mean, I'm going to say the spending was actually quite decent for how stressed I am. And yeah, so Thursday again, as you can see, he seems to be this weekly steam. Should I have bought filters for the furnace? No, I shouldn't have, because that's what he does. Did I? Yes. Because it's one less conversation, it's one less thing that I'll have to deal with. Because that's what will happen is he'll come over and he'll be like, oh man, I gotta do that. And he'll be like, oh, I don't got none. Then he's gotta go to the store, and then you gotta wait for him to go to the store. And then he never like comes back. And then he does come back, and then like he forgets that he has to furnace again. Again, like I said, he's not really all there, guys. So I just went ahead and got him, and I changed it myself. Just like I said, so that I don't have to deal with it, and then I could just be like, no, it's done. Please go home. Okay, so then we get to Friday, right? And let's see here, the theme of the day is they got me again, and yes, this would have been me stress buying the candles, because candle shopping has really become my true addiction. This time it was the Harvest Gathering candle. I really wish I would have got this when it was in the stores in the fall. Apparently I learned this scent through one of my soaps. I brought it out for Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'm in love with this scent. Yeah. So apparently you can only get it online now, and so I got 4 of them, right? Because it was buy one get one free candles, and I was like, you know what? I want them, and now I got 4 of them arriving. So I'm pretty set for Thanksgiving. And my Christmas delivery appeared like last week, so I don't even have to worry about that. So I should be good with candles until like January. Like, I can't see me needing any more candles until then, so that's good. I'm gonna at least save $50 a month now. The other one is the Habit Nest. I'm sure some of you have seen these. Guys, I'm really impressed with these planners, and I will be doing a flip through video of them here soon. I just got to get my Amazon storefront and everything ready, but simply put, like, this is the first time where I saw them at like a reduced price. I did get the printable versions, and they're pretty good. I'm on day 2 of the dumbbell one, and it is kicking my butt. Like, my body is sore. So yeah, I did try that, but I did use my Passion Planner savings. Because, you know, Passion Planner pays me a percentage of how many sales I make. So I did use those funds. So, you know, planner funds for planner funds, right? So I did use that, so that really didn't affect my bank. And of course, here we go again, going into Saturday. Should I buy this? And I don't know if any of you have seen the Bowflex weights that are like adjustable. I mean, that whole like idea is amazing to me. Just because I don't know if you have like a bunch of dumbbells laying around your house. They're very untidy. It's very hard to keep them things organized. Definitely if you have a small place. So the whole Bowflex thing where you could have like 15 weights in one, it sounds really cool. It's $400 for one weight. Again, I mean, if you're pricing each individual weight, yes, the price is lower. But then again, like, am I ever gonna need a weight that weighs that much? Probably not. And then if you start reading the safety reviews, um, you quickly learn, like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna let them work on that design a little bit better. So I did find the next set up that I needed, and they were actually 50% off because they're normally about like $20 a piece. Um, no, what are that? That would be the tens. No, these ones are probably, I'm gonna say about 25 to $30 per weight. I was able to get a pair for 37. So, I mean, did I have the money for it? No. No, I didn't. That's one of those purchases I shouldn't have done. But then again, like, it is helping keep my back and everything going the way it should be. So I considered it like a preventative purchase. So, I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out if that prevents injury. And then, okay, so then we get to back to Sunday here. I did make that extra payment on Lowe's, so again, all is not lost. I am just trying to focus on one account at a time, so maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why Discover's so hard to pay off, is because I had the hot water tank. So maybe if I would have just focused on the hot water tank, put Discover on hold, and, maybe we'd have a different situation here. There's so many variables when you're working with a budget, guys, that you just really got to do what's best for you. But yeah, again, we're back to this whole discussion on focusing on the rent. It really does burn me knowing that I can't make that extra payment, like what I was doing. It does. It burns my soul. But, um, again, I really do need a place to live in to pay the debts. I mean, I could pay all the debt off I want and not pay the rent, the utilities, and like the car insurance and gasoline and that. It wouldn't do me any good. So that's really how I'm looking at that. So, like I said, I wanted to keep this nice, short, and simple. This is the week coming up, so again, I have Monday and Tuesday. I've already taken care of Mercury and Water. I do a mid-month review every month on the 15th, and Big Lots is crossed out because that's a card that's paid off. And that really does get me to payday. So there's going to be a lot more going on next week, guys. We're just really moving into Survivor Week of the week that's right before payday. And that's it. So I think that's a good place to end. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more budget reviews.